Hauser, nice to talk to you. And you're where at the moment?
I'm in Melbourne right now, just arrived. My first concert is on Friday in Brisbane. This is the beginning of my world tour, my first solo world tour, Rebel with a
You
Spider.
excited?
Yeah, really excited.
I know that the concert's called Rebel with a Cello, and I'm just curious to start off with, how much of a rebel are you?
I'm a
Where does that reputation?
I'm a complete rebel. I always been
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
was
Ever since you were a kid?
yeah because I was always rebelling against conventions because I always envision cello as something more than it was perceived. I always knew that with cello you can do miracles, you can make big shows, play arenas around the world, you can attract masses to the classical music, to you can do crazy things on the cello. So I was always a rebel, and I wanted to prove everyone wrong.
But even as a kid, you like to challenge rules. You didn't want to just stick to what you were told
No, never.
necessarily.
So I never really went along well with teachers or anyone. I was breaking all the rules.
So I'm going to ask you a little bit about the cello shortly, but when I've watched your shows online, be it a music video or a concert, there's a look that comes on your face when you're playing, and I find it really intriguing. And I'm wondering, what is it that you're feeling and experiencing when you're playing, whether there's an audience there or simply a camera? What's going on for you in your mind and your emotions?
Well, when you play music, you're just going to your own world. It's like you forget about everyday reality, and you're just totally taken by the music. And music is such a powerful force, and you just and you also bring audience with you in this journey, and you just get lost into another dimension.
Because music, particularly classical music, or at least orchestral music, has a very specific impact on our brain, doesn't it?
Yeah, they actually say that classical music has this healing power, and even says that it develops your intelligence. It's important to listen to Mozart, and when you're a little kid, they say it's really,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happened to me, but but they say it's really has good effect on development of brain and
And
intelligence.
would you say that's true for
For
you?
sure. I mean, because you see the world in a better light with more positivity. It's like a food for the soul.
There's something about the cello, isn't it? Maybe it's because you cradle it. It's what, perhaps it's the. I'm trying to think of any other instrument that you can actually feel as though you're cradling it. So there's almost a very visceral connection between the player and the
Yeah,
instrument.
it's like
Do you feel that way?
it's like
Yeah.
making love, because it's
Yeah.
the shape of the cello, and you feel vibrations all over your body, and yeah, there is no other instrument like that. You're right. It's the best instrument.
I've never played an instrument, but I love music, but I've never been musical in that sense. And so, when was the first moment you realized, yeah, you need to play, and also you need to play that particular instrument? When did that kind of happen for you?
I heard the cello on the radio when I was a little boy, and I just fall in love with the sound straight away, and that was
Mm.
it. I told my mom I want to play cello.
Because it's quite romantic, isn't it? It can have a melancholic sound to it, but it's a very rich emotional sound.
Yes,
And I know that's whenever I've heard it, and particularly when I listen to your music, it definitely has something about it that may be different to other things,
yeah.
other instruments. Yeah. Do you ever sing, by the way, or are you just focused on creating music?
I sing for myself, but not publicly,
Yeah.
because the
In 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 the
cello
shower.
is my voice. This is like
Yeah.
extension of me.
So you have a brand, obviously, and the rebel, the sexiest man alive. I think I've read about that. So you have this brand, and I'm just wondering what's the man behind the brand? Are you outgoing when you're not performing? Are you quiet? Are you private? Are you what kind of person are you off stage?
So yeah, on stage I'm this wild animal, but off stage
Yeah.
I like I like quiet, peaceful. I like privacy. I like to be left alone with my own thoughts. So it's a good balance, actually, you know.
And so you class yourself as an introvert, I guess,
Yeah, but on stage,
maybe.
not on stage. I go
Yeah.
crazy. So
But that's a really interesting thing about human nature, though, isn't it? That
yeah,
we can have a duality about ourselves,
true.
and obviously when you're on stage, you're creating this persona, but the music is helping you there as well. But then I guess you need to recharge your batteries at the end of
Yeah,
that
and
concert.
also when I was a little boy, I was so shy. I didn't even talk, and
Yeah,
this is why.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and this is why you channel everything through when you play cello or something.
yeah. So when did you kind of start to talk and become more outgoing?
Yesterday.
Lucky me.
No,
Lucky
I
me
mean
to
I
listen
had
to you.
to adjust. When all this started to happen, the success, you have to become more, social. You need to start, dealing with people. So I was actually developing through years, and become more and more talkative. And now
You can learn how to do it.
when you're pushed into it, you have to develop it.
So what are you going to be bringing to the concert in Auckland? What's the repertoire, and what do you hope people will get from it when they sit there and listen to you?
So yeah, I like my show to be diverse and to show all parts of me, like because there is so many faces of me. Can do. I start like a classical musician, then a romantic guy, those beautiful slow songs, and then I go crazy and become a rock star and showman. So this I like my show to be complete journey, and everyone can experience all kinds of emotions.
Do you have a favorite piece of music that you like to play?
No, that's really hard to choose because
Too hard.
it's all depend on the mood. If you feel melancholic, you like to play something like Caruso. If you feel, you know, crazy and full of adrenaline, then you want to do, I don't know, Highway to Hell. So it's hard to choose.
Do you have a particular life philosophy or spirituality or even a religion? Is there something that you have faith in, I suppose, is what I'm asking?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I'm really connected with the universe always, and I always trusted these higher powers, and I visualized everything that's happening to me, and you see, everything is manifesting, and all my dreams are coming true, and so there is definitely something going on.
And so you feel you have a purpose in life.
Yes, yes. I feel like I'm on a mission, like James Bond.
So in your spare time, you're chasing spies down and driving fast cars, and yeah, okay, fair enough. And finally, what's your favorite comfort food?
Oh, I mean, I love food so much, and the problem is I love all these things that are not good for you, and it's hard to control. I can eat. My favorite is, bread and all the prosciuttos, cheese, all those, cold cuts, and I could eat this forever.
Is there a favorite Croatian dish that you?
I mean, our cuisine is similar to Italian actually, so which is amazing, which is the best.
I know you're a busy man, so I won't take up any more of your time. But thank you so much for talking to me, and I'm looking forward to the concert. I'm going to be there.
Thank you. See you soon.